Military victory or spiritual victory? Sword or scroll? There's a fascinating dispute in the Talmud about how to kindle the lights of the menorah. The school of Shammai says, on the first night of Chanukah, kindle 8 lights. And then every night you decrease 1 flame. 7, 6, the last night you're down to 1. The school of Hillel says the opposite. On the first night we kindle 1 flame. The next night we increase 2. So the 8th night we have 8 flames. What is at stake? What is the rationale behind their argument? They both agree that on Chanukah there was a military victory and a spiritual victory. The question is, what is the main celebration? The school of Shammai felt the main celebration is that we overcame an invading force from without. So the Assyrians tried to destroy Jewish life physically, and as the war went on, the Maccabees were victorious, and so we decrease the candles, symbolic of the enemy that was being wiped away. That is the Shammai perspective. Hillel says the main victory was the spiritual victory. The Hellenist faction within the Jewish camp was very strong, because after hundreds of years of pressure and then brutal oppression, many Jews abandoned their faith and tradition. They threw in the talit. And so when the Maccabees first rose, many Jews did not participate. But as the Maccabees were victorious, Jewish people started to re-embrace their faith and tradition and joined the Maccabees. They joined the spiritual battle. And because of that, Hillel says every night we increase, because there was an increase in spiritual commitment and identification. Military victory or spiritual victory? Sword or scroll? Light or might? Rarely in history does history itself give the answer to a dispute. 200 years after the story of Chanukah, the temple was destroyed by the Romans, and Jews were exiled for close to 2,000 years. So the physical miracle of the holiday was swept away. But what lasted was the spiritual, was the light of the menorah, was the moral and spiritual teaching of what the menorah represented. And so that is the tale that we listen to as we light the candles of the menorah. That empires and civilizations built on power and oppression and on wealth never last. But civilizations that kindle love and light and godliness in the heart and mind, those last across time. Happy Chanukah.